Fluency in English is a dream for many people. I remember when I was a student just like you. I wanted to speak English fluently, but I was shy and often made mistakes. One day, a teacher told me, "You can be fluent if you practice every day." That sentence changed my life. Fluency isn't something that happens overnight. It's like growing a tree. First, you plant a seed, then you water it and give it sunshine daily. Slowly, it grows into a big, strong tree. Fluency works the same way. One day, a student came to me feeling discouraged. She said, "Teacher, I want to speak English, but I always forget the words." I smiled and told her fluency isn't about remembering every word. It's about practicing daily. She looked hopeful and asked, "But how can I practice?" I explained practice is everywhere. Talk to your friends, listen to stories, or sing songs in English. Practice can happen every moment of your day. When I was in school, I loved stories. My teacher would read to us, and I would repeat the words. At first, I was slow, but over time, I became faster. I learned new words, and my confidence grew. Another student once asked me, "Teacher, is fluency just about speaking fast?" I said, "No, fluency isn't about speed. It's about clarity. It's about making others understand you." I had a boy in my class who spoke very fast, but no one could understand him. I advised him to slow down, speak clearly, and use simple words. He listened, and soon everyone could understand him. His confidence grew, and he enjoyed speaking English. Fluency is like a journey. You take one step at a time. You don't rush, you enjoy the process. One day, you look back and realize how far you've come. There's a simple secret to fluency: listening. The more you listen to others speak English, the more you learn. I had a student who loved music. She listened to English songs daily and sang along. Her fluency improved because she was listening and repeating. Another student was afraid of making mistakes. She didn't want to speak because she thought others would laugh at her. I told her, "Don't worry about mistakes. Every mistake is a lesson." One day, she decided to speak in class. She made mistakes but kept going. Over time, she became better and said, "Teacher, I'm not afraid anymore." That was the moment her fluency journey truly began. Thinking in English is another important step. I had a student who always translated from his native language into English. This slowed him down. I encouraged him to think directly in English. He tried and gradually became more fluent. Reading also helps a lot. When you read, you see how sentences are formed and learn new words. I used to read simple books and write down unfamiliar words. Then I would use them in sentences to remember them. One of my students brought me a book and said, "Teacher, I read this, but I didn't understand everything." I told her, "That's okay. The more you read, the more you'll understand." She kept reading every day, and I
Listening to yourself is another powerful tool. Record yourself speaking, then listen to the recording. Find areas to improve. I had a student who did this every day. She read stories aloud, recorded herself, and identified mistakes. This practice made her more aware of her speech, and soon she became fluent. Finally, practicing with a friend is one of the best ways to improve. I knew two best friends who decided to speak only in English with each other. They supported and corrected each other. Over time, they both became confident and fluent. Remember, fluency is a journey. Take small steps, practice daily, and enjoy the process. One day, you'll look back and realize how much you've grown.